This year, LEGO introduced some new medium-sized mechs, called the Elemental Mechs. They made one for Kai, Sora, Cole, and Lloyd, but the other ninja were feeling left out. So in this video, I'm going to be making a mech for Zane and Nia. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Some of you might remember that a while ago I built a custom Sora Elemental Tech mech using my own parts. But since I did get it a few months ago, I had no use for that custom, so I decided to use that as a base for my custom Zane mech. So here is Zane's mech. Honestly, I think I did a really nice job. So one of the first things I did was, of course, change the cockpit design to make it more accurate with the other Kai and Cole mech. And I also used these shuriken pieces here from Zane's jet from Crystallized, which is a really interesting detail, which I thought was cool to add, as now he has shurikens on his arms. Then I also did give him the sword here, using the blade from the jet. And then we have these armor pieces here, these golden armor pieces, because you know this armor piece does not exist in white, so I had to improvise with gold. As well as I added these straw hats there in gold to add some more detail. On the side here, you can see there's like a clip piece here that attaches this ice piece on the back. Unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of those like new finger pieces, so I had to improvise with these thicker ones, but I think they still worked. As you can see here for the legs, I used these printed pieces from Zane's Shuricopter. The legs are pretty simple. They're really similar to Sora's. I just added these two armor pieces here, like this one and that, and like this other slope piece here. As in the cockpit can open up, you can fit Zane inside, you know, you can sit him in there, just like any other elemental mech. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Zane mech. Honestly, I think I did a really cool job. Now let's move on to the next one. And in case you were wondering, this mech can mix and match with the other elemental mechs, so it functions perfectly just like the others. And now that I finished showing off Zane's mech, it's time that I show off Nia's mech. What? What's happening? Guys?
Wait, is this thing recording? Oh, okay. Oh, hello guys. This is Master 12 here, taking over a Cool's video. So today I wanted to show off my J mech, you know, because like who cares about a Zane mech? Am I right? Like he's so dead these days. Sorry about that. Now right off the bat, I want to say that this mech was not intentionally built to match the mechs from like the LEGO release, you know, with the evil joints on the elbows and legs, because I wanted to have some articulation, you know, and you can't go wrong with that. Like everyone loves those things, you know. So for this mech, I wanted to add some pieces from Jay's mini battle pack mech that released like back in January, because I wanted this mech to be like a bigger version, you know, of that mech. I didn't add any waist joints or anything because I don't have any of those. I added the shoulder pads from mech as the knees. I added the Samurai X shoulder pads from the Samurai X mech from SOG, and some of the ball joints from the same mech, which I thought the white would suit Jay quite a bit. And I added this safety bar so that you could put Jay in, which is pretty nice. Yeah, it fits perfectly. And on the back, here's just a few connections that I made with some techniques. And yeah. Moving on to the feet. The feet were kind of hard to do because I couldn't really think of a design. But thanks to Jack Harlan over on Instagram, I was able to get an idea of, for example, these toes. They can move, you know, it's pretty nice. And the legs can just move around if they really want to, you know. Oh, and the thumb just came off. Okay, yeah, you can just move around. Yeah, so for the elbows, I managed to find this cool technique of how to use them. I don't really know what these pieces are called, but yeah, here you go, so you get a basic idea. So yeah, this is my J mech. So I'm gonna transfer back to a Cool so we can tell you to like and subscribe and all that crap, you know. Cause like, yeah, who would do this such a thing? Like, come on.
Okay, I think I'm back. Whew, I have no idea what happened. let's show you guys the new mech, shall we? Okay, so before I show you guys the mech, there's just one thing I want to say. I don't have infinite Lego parts, and I was a bit low on parts after making the Zane mech, so this Nia mech will be smaller than the Zane one and the other Elemental mechs, as it will be in the Evo mech format, like the ones from Core. But I still try to keep an elemental aspect to it. Here's the mech. Okay, so as you can see, it is quite smaller, like I said. If you compare it to the Zane mech is quite bigger. So we're gonna start up here with the weapon. I decided to build this kind of like trident weapon here. It is simple, but I thought it looked pretty cool. Now for the actual mech, as you can see, you can fit Nia in here, and you can just put her in and remove her. In there, as you can see, there's a little console piece because I couldn't find the right piece without a sticker, and I do not feel like removing the sticker, so it came out like that. I used the gunmetal cockpit piece, as well as the correct tile in the front. Then I used the light blue joints. I try to include as much light blue and gunmetal as possible. So as you can see, I have gunmetal on the hands, a bit on the arms, the torso, the legs. So yeah. But also kept a little bit of red, as you know, Nia's suit does have red. I did also add these water pieces coming off the side to represent a bit of her elements, which, you know, is a really cool detail in my opinion, you know, because it actually represents her elements. As if it didn't have that, it wouldn't really be an elemental mech, it would just be a Nia mech. Here's how it looks on the back. Again, just the generic Evo mech format. And of course, since it is the Evo mech format, if you want, you can add like the Evo flags up there. I think I did a simple job. It's not as good as the Zane mech, but I still think I did a cool job with this mech. As you can see, it is very posable, and yeah. And those were all the elemental mechs made in this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, share, and subscribe because it really helps me out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.